Alright guys, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are on episode 12. Let's see what we're doing here. We are in Camp Verde. We brought a load of diesel down here to the Dark Shell. I don't know what that's called. It's a winery, essentially is what it is. So let's go ahead and go to the freight market here. Let's see if we can get anything out of Camp Verde. I want to start heading off west again. But again, right now we've got to really make sure that we're making that money. I want to go west. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to go east. Everything's heading towards Arizona. Anything heading east at all? Yes, that's heading east. Now, is that going to be enough to get... I don't know. Let's see what happens after we get rested up, because we're not rested up yet. So let's go ahead and get rested. So that way we're fully rested, and we're starting off the new morning here, 5:53 in the morning. Let's see what we got for new jobs. Freight market, and we're gonna do Camp Verde, and looks like we've got plows going back up to Kayenta, $7,000. So yeah, we just got 3 jobs out of Camp Verde right now. Fruits, dry fruits, and plows. So we'll take that plows job. I wasn't done, so we also want to check to see how our drivers are doing. So how are our drivers doing for us? Per day, he's starting to make more money. He's making $1,100 for us per day, and he's starting to make more money for us, $1,100 per day. This guy hasn't leveled up on the long distance yet, and neither has he. That's another thing we got to keep track of, because once they get fully trained on long distance, we need to switch them. And I believe it's I think we said fragile cargo gives the best bonus to experience. So we might actually train him up on fragile cargo once, because it does give a 23% bonus, experience bonus on fragile cargo routes. But yeah, he's making us about 1,100. He's making about 1,400 a day. So we're doing all right. We're barely breaking even, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as we're breaking even, that's the important thing. We're still making money, so it is what it is. All right, so we've got E. Because the last thing I want to do is rest again by accident. I don't know if you guys remember the last time we did that, but it made us late for the delivery. So we're gonna come out of this little. Again, I've never seen something. So I guess the owner of the motel probably lives there. So that's probably them there at their house. And they probably own the motel right there. This is I'll tell you what. I live in Backwoods, Missouri. And we don't have stuff that's that rednecked. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. So apparently I was supposed to go the other way, but that's alright. We can go this way to get there. It's telling us. At least that's what I think it's telling us. Yeah, that's what it's saying. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this way. There we go. Alright, so now what do I want to do? I want to get my cruise set to 25, because the speed limit's 25. And let's go pick up these plows. So apparently it's a tandem trailer. So that'll make the drop off easy, because we're literally just going to be pulling in to wherever it's at. Like I said, it is possible to... I'm actually going to turn here. I can turn here and then turn again. I'm trying to get all the roads drove on. But he's turning, so that means I can go. I'm trying to get all the roads drove on, so since I'm doing that, I'm actually going to go through here. It probably would have been faster to go the other way, because then we don't have the light here. But I'm trying to get all the roads marked out. And again, we're in town, so I'm leaving the Jake brake off. Plus, we're bobtailing. You don't need a Jake brake whenever you're bobtailing. If this guy doesn't, he can go. Ooh, I thought they were going to crash. That is a thing now in ATS. The AIs will crash into each other. I haven't seen it actually happen in front of me. I've seen aftermath of it. But apparently they will crash into each other right in front of you. So yeah, they're adding realistic events You know, not everybody drives perfectly in the real world, and they're trying to make it to where not everybody drives perfectly on here. Which is kind of good and kind of bad. Personally, for me, the whole reason I hate driving is because of people who drive like idiots. So I get on here to not have to deal with that, but it is what it is. Again, I was going way too fast there, so it swung way wide. See anybody coming? Now, that is one of the good things about whenever you play Truckers MP, Truckers Multiplayer on American Truck Simulator, is everybody's on the map, so you know if there's going to be somebody coming or not. So it's kind of handy, you know, kind of cheating. I'll admit, it's cheating, but it's also handy. All right, let's go ahead and get our freight market and get the take the job. So it's not big plows, it's literally the tractor attachment for plows. So yeah, this is I mean, this is almost something that you could pull. That's almost something that you could put on a flatbed bumper pull trailer and pull behind my Silverado. Maybe these are the big version. Maybe these are the the big tractor version. So it wouldn't work like that. But even looking at it, I'm pretty sure you could put them side by side on a flatbed trailer and pull. But we'll see how many thousands of pounds of plows we've got, quote unquote. Yeah, let's see how we got it. Yeah, well, we got it, rather. Not too bad. It was a little off. It was a little off. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our route advisor, see what we've got. No, I don't want my mirrors at all. I want route advisor. Alright, so route advisor is saying that we've got 241 miles. We've got 4 hours to get there. 4 hours that they're saying we're going to get there, rather, 4.5 hours. Our next rest stop isn't until 13 hours from now, so in theory, we can actually make 2 deliveries before we have to rest again. Yeah, 6,000 pounds worth of plows. Yeah, I mean, my Silverado can pull that easy. But they want to hire a professional driver, so that's what they got, and we're going to do it for them. They're paying us $7,000, so, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's get her done. Paying us $7 grand to make this trip. I'll tell you what, I'd make it with my, I'd use my Silverado and make it for, you know, $2 or $3 grand, but, or 200 or 300 rather. But that's all right. They want to pay the professional, then they can pay the professional. You know, they want to pay for the guy with the knowledge, the guy with the experience. Like I said, that's 6,000 pounds. You could easily put that on a flatbed bumper pull trailer and pull it. Now, I don't know why the truck's acting like there's so much weight behind it, because there really isn't. In fact, there's virtually no weight behind it right now. So I don't know why it's acting like there's so much weight back there, but we're gonna wait for the Mr. Police Officer. There he goes. And nobody else coming from that way. Nobody else coming from that way. See the tandem trailers there. Alright, so we got the turn signal off. I'm going to find a nice place to get a screenshot real quick. Now, I'm not going to do like last time. Last time you saw all the big, long screenshot. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to come over here. Oof, there is nothing there. Why is it saying I hit something? It shouldn't be saying I hit something. I pulled over to the side of the road. But anyways, we're going to pull off to the side of the road here. And we're going to get a nice screenshot. There it is. We're going to go to camera 2. There we go. We're going to angle this back over this way to be photogenic. There it is. You know what? That works for a screenshot. I'm going to go ahead and take that. And we're going to turn the route advisor back off. We're going to go back into first-person camera, and now we're going to get out of here. So let's get out of here. Let's get back on the road. Got my screenshot. That'll work. That's photogenic, right? It'll work. All right, let's go ahead and you guys want to see actually hauling stuff, so I make sure that there's actual hauling stuff on the screenshots. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our speedometer up to 65. There it is. Ooh, got some texture loss there. In the mirrors, everything's kind of just disappearing as we're driving. I mean, yeah, it disappears as we're driving away from it, no shit. But, I mean, it's not doing as much. Yeah, we're just going to ignore the mirrors. The render is not as far. The distance, the render distance, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not as far as it is in some places. So that's kind of interesting. We haven't had that issue yet. So that's a kind of a new issue. I kind of wish it wasn't doing that because, you know, I don't know. I'm just talking to talk right now, I guess. That's all right. It happens. I think I want to do one video where I don't talk at all. Just introduce the video, and then we just drive down, and then we end the video. And I'm going to see how well that video does. That way I can get a judge whether you guys are actually watching because you're listening to me talk, or you're watching just to see the trip. Now, seeing the trip is kind of boring in my opinion. But, you know, maybe that's what you guys are watching. I doubt it. That's not what I watch ATS for. That's not why I watch Jeff Favino. Favino. I think it's Favino. Jeff. That's why we watch Mr. Favino. You know, we listen to his commentary. We listen to it. He is a smart dude, by the way. He is a super smart dude. That dude knows his stuff about all sorts of stuff. You know, I used to be that way. I'm not as well read as I used to be. I blame the internet. I blame YouTube. YouTube is what I blame the most. I know that sounds kind of funny. A guy who's trying to make a career making YouTube videos, saying that he blames YouTube. But I'll tell you what, back whenever I was a kid, yeah, we're talking before most of you guys were born. Sorry, that's horrible. I shouldn't say that. No, most of you guys were like 2 or 3 years old. But you know, back in 2000s time frame, I would say 1990s, but I wasn't a 90s kid per se. I was born in '89, so I turned 10 with the millennial. So my actual growing up that I actually remember, you know, from age of 10 onward was in 2000s. You know, the age of American Outfitter or American Eagle and Hollister, and you know, you guys are actually doing most of the same style that we did growing up too. So the style hasn't changed that much. It did from the 90s to 2000s. The style changed big time. Speed limit's got to come down here. I guess not. I guess the speed limit isn't coming down. But anyways, you know, back then, if I wanted to know something about something, we didn't have YouTube videos where we could just, you know, turn it on, kind of zone out and learn something. You know, we had to actually research it. Now, we did have Wikipedia. It wasn't like whenever I was a kid. Whenever I was a kid, you went to the library. I mean, if you want to learn about airplanes, you checked out a book on airplanes. If you want to learn about, you know, engines, you checked out a book on engines. We had the full encyclopedia set growing up. My mom still has them, I think. They're in a box somewhere because, again, she has the internet now. We don't have to look it up. But we did. We would look stuff up. You know, I would say something that I had heard, and, you know, my sister wouldn't think that was right. We'd have to go into the encyclopedias and see who was right. You know, we couldn't just Google real quick, you know, is watermelon a vegetable? You know, we had to go look in the encyclopedia, and it would say, you know, the watermelon is a fruit, but is considered by most horticulturists to be a vegetable, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever it said. You know, that's how we looked the stuff up back then. You know, that's how we found stuff out. Now, if I want to know if watermelon's a vegetable, I type into YouTube, is watermelon a vegetable? And I get a video explaining, I'll get 3 videos explaining why watermelon's a vegetable. I'll get 3 videos explaining why watermelon's a fruit. That's the other thing with YouTube is you gotta watch your sources too, because a lot of people will say, oh, you know, well, the views dictate the sources. You know, bad sources won't get views. Oh, good lord, how political do I want to be right now? CNN gets views. I mean, I think that says enough. CNN gets millions of views, so that definitely does not, and Fox News. gets millions of views. I don't want to say one way or the other because they're both. One's just as bad as the other. One is just as bad as the other as far as fake news goes. I will say CNN's worse about twisting things, but Fox does it too. So does CBS, so does ABC, so does NBC. They all twist shit. But yeah, you know, they get views, so that should tell you about credibility. Alright, so we've got the... This guy better move. Yeah, so you gotta watch it, you know. Make sure you're getting your information from reliable sources, you know. People like Dustin and Smarter Every Day. People like, you know, Today I Found Out. People at, you know, All Time 10s. You know, the guys that are actually doing their research. The guys that are actually taking pride in putting good material out there. Those are the guys to be watching. You know, it's like, I try to be good about that, you know, that's why I was like, you know, on day one, at the end of day one, I think that was, last video we did yesterday was, video 6. Yeah, I told you that, I was going to, look up what, retarders were, and I wasn't going to just, you know, talk out my ass as to what they did, you know. I still haven't looked that up, so we're not talking about, retarders until I know, what I need to say about them, you know. Because I want to make sure that whatever information I'm giving you guys is good information. That's another reason why we don't do politics on this channel at all. You know, the more videos you watch, the more obvious it'll be who I support. It'll be more obvious where I stand on politics. But I want to make sure that I'm a neutral channel because I know a lot of kids watch these videos and these types of videos. Anyways, nobody's watching my videos right now. But I know a lot of kids watch these types of videos, and I don't want to be the person saying, oh, well, you know, your teacher's wrong, and, you know, Donald Trump's the greatest president ever, blah, 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 you know, because of, you know, such and such. You know, I don't want to be the next Alex Jones or whoever. You know, I want to just make entertaining YouTube videos. If politics comes up, you know, it'll come up, but I'm going to always try to present the facts from a neutral standpoint. I'm not going to try to sway your, you know, anybody's beliefs on anything, you know. Popular conversation right now is gun control because of the recent shootings. And every shooting, whether it's a mass shooting or an individual shooting, is a tragedy. But, you know, I mean, if you want to stop shootings, you might as well, you know, it just doesn't make sense. More gun control does not equal less shootings. And for that, I just, you know, I use Chicago as an example. Chicago has some of the strictest gun control in the United States, and they have the highest, one of the highest deaths by firearms rates. Alright, so... Crash offense? Really? Who did I crash into? I don't even know who I crashed into there. Supposedly I crashed into somebody. I don't know who. But anyways, you know, they have the highest, one of the highest murder rates by firearm, you know, and they have some of the strictest gun control laws. So, I mean, that just goes to show it doesn't work. You know, people are like, oh, well, you know, look at England, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, yeah, look at England. England's getting really bad. They're getting a lot worse. Their violent crime rates are starting to skyrocket. A lot of that has to do with certain things and certain issues that are coming around. You know, but the thing is, you know, I don't want to say too much because, again, I try to stay unbiased, but at some point you got to realize that, you know, just because the person on the TV says that, oh, well, this place is a good example, doesn't mean it actually is, you know? Yeah, England has a low gun crime rate, but they have an extremely high robbery rate, especially hot robbery. So hot robbery is whenever pretty much you're being robbed while somebody's home, right? So somebody's robbing the house with people inside the house, right? those skyrocketed after gun control became a big thing. And the thing was, you know, here in Missouri, nobody's breaking into somebody else's house unless they know nobody's home. Because guess what? You break into the house here in Missouri, there's a good chance you're going to get shot. Missouri is a stand your ground state. It is not a, you know, we don't have to retreat. We can defend ourselves. And, you know, we don't have a lot of gun crime outside of St. Louis. Now, St. Louis has its own issues. But again, every city does. You know, every major metropolitan area has its issues. And that goes back to, I mean, good Lord, you can go back to redlining for why that is. And if you guys don't know what redlining is, look it up. I'm not going to explain it to you. But redlining did create the ghettos and all that. It was really bad politics back in the, what was that, the 30s and 40s, I think it was. But yeah, so if you guys want to know what redlining is, go look it up. I know Adams Knows Everything did a really good video on redlining. I don't know. Adam Ruins Everything, though, it's kind of hard to see where he sits on things, because he tries to be impartial, but some videos he puts a really liberal spin on it. But then he'll turn around, and the next video he does, he'll put a really conservative spin on it. And it's, I guess you could say, well, that just means, you know, the liberals are right in that case, or, you know, the conservatives are the ones who are right in that case. But no, I don't know. It's a little interesting to see where he thinks. He does try to be impartial. He tries to put good information out there, but he doesn't always do it. But then again, I always try to put good information out there, and I don't always do it. So, you know, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So I don't know how this entire video became about politics. I guess that's what just happens whenever I just sit here talking. And the funny thing is, I'm just sitting in a room talking to myself right now. I'm literally talking to a microphone, looking at the screen. Nobody else in the room that I'm talking to, you know. But I know I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to the person watching this video, you know. So I am putting stuff out there, but I'm just babbling along, you know. So let's see what the ASMR version of this video is like. Just kidding. I like talking. So what we got here? We got 2 plows on tandem trailers. So tandem trailers are kind of a funny thing. So statewide, you can pool tandem trailers with commercial vehicles, I believe. So in other words, this that would make sense because, you know, FedEx Ground is one of the biggest users of tandem trailers that I've seen personally. They're always pulling tandem trailers every time I see them. But anyways, the point I'm getting to. So did you know that you can actually pool tandem trailers privately in some states? You got to check your state's laws. State of Missouri, for example, in Missouri, as long as you have so the first trailer has to be a gooseneck or a fifth wheel. So it has to be actually attached to the truck, to the actual truck bed, not just bumper pool. The second trailer can be a bumper pool attached to a hitch on the first. Let's slow it way down here. We got a construction zone. We got workers present. I know it says work zone speed limit 35, but real world, guys, whenever you're coming up on these things, real world, slow them down. You know, I'll go 5-10 miles an hour, especially if there's workers in the middle, like right next to where the traffic's running. I'll be going 5-10 miles an hour and don't give a damn. Like, you can be mad behind me all you want. You know, last thing I want is, you know, to be the reason that little girl's daddy didn't come home from work that day, you know, which is very possible in that kind of situation. All right, so here we are at the thing. We're going to see if we can, this should be a regular, just straight pull-in drop-off. Let's go ahead and pull in and drop off here. Ooh, I need to slow way down. Pretty sure I don't clip anything, but we're going to come over here. I'm going to get as close to that as I possibly can, and then I'm going to just go straight up, and we're going to keep an eye until we hear the ding. If we don't hear the ding, then we're going to have to turn around and try it again. There we go. We heard the ding. We're good. Alright, so we're going to drop that off and see how we did. Excellent. Excellent. Got a little under 7 grand. We're going to continue on. It took us 5 hours to do it. And let's take a look at our drivers. How are our drivers doing? Our drivers are, they're still averaging about the same. This guy's still, he's still on his same job, but he's doing coastal mining. He's doing gravel. Finishes in 8 hours. And this guy is doing a mobile barrier. He's going to finish in 8 hours. So he is not leveled up. He is not leveled up. So we're good to go on that. Let's go find a place. Are we going to have to take a rest? I don't know if we're going to have to take a rest. Let's see what the freight market's like. Coming out of Kayenta, Verde, plows. Ooh, we have not been. Oh yeah, we have been to Flagstaff, haven't we? Yeah, Flagstaff's right there, but it's going to get us closer to Kingman. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take that trip next time. So I don't think that trip's going to require me to rest en route. So yeah, guys. Let's see how much longer I have to have until I rest. F3. Next menu. Next menu. Next rest stop in 8 hours. Yeah, I should be able to. I should be able to take those plows. So. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Be good to each other, be good to yourselves. Make sure you check out foxtrotdeltausn.com. You can check out the Patreon on there. You can check on the partners. You can shop on Amazon, buy the stuff you usually would, and still support the stream. Again, that's under the partners page. And then we also got the direct, we got the Patreon and we got the direct donation. If you guys feel like in your heart to help out the channel, this is my full-time job. So every penny it really does help. You guys have no idea how much it helps. So guys, I love you. Be good to each other, be good to yourselves. Hugs and shit. I will see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, don't forget to check out foxtrotdeltausn.com. It's your best place to get merch. Check out the Patreon, check out the Discord, or if you really want to be cool, click on partners, bookmark this page. It's Amazon. Every time you want to go to Amazon, click your bookmark. Click Amazon. It'll take you to Amazon and it'll help the page. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Hugs and shit. Be good to each other, be good to yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.